Good evening, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. So, guys, no, wait, did I just say Friday? Happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. Yeah, anyways, guys, I was telling you guys how I had that headache yesterday, and my neck was like killing me. And then it was causing like my lower back, I was in so much pain from. Like I felt so uncomfortable yesterday. I felt totally fine today. I got so much stuff done. It was actually super amazing and awesome. Yeah, I actually got a bunch of stuff done, and I didn't wake up very early actually because I ended up going to bed late last night because I woke up so late because of that headache that I had in the morning, which was really caused from me sleeping and the way I was sleeping on it, and also sleeping so late because I thought that like I could sleep off the headache that I was having. And what it was actually doing really was I was sleeping uncomfortably, and so the more I was sleeping, actually the worse it was making my neck, which was making my headache worse, which was making me not want to like get up because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so uncomfortable, like I just don't feel like getting up. And like I said, was hoping that it would actually go away because I was you know, like I said, you would have just been able to like, you know, like, oh, maybe another hour or two, you know, if I get some more sleep it'll go away. And that wasn't what the problem was. So, and I didn't realize that until I finally got out of bed yesterday and was like, oh my gosh, I feel much better now. And then was able to actually take a Tylenol and then felt way better. And then also my lower back did not stop hurting actually until today. And like today has not bothered me at all. So that was really awesome. However, like I said, I woke up a little bit late because of that. I really hope my sleeping schedule is not too off, like I can get back on track by next week, because I was doing really good and was getting up like early, like pretty much 8 o'clock almost every single day. You know, going to bed early. It's sort of late again tonight. It's 12:30 actually right now. And me and Matthew are going to go to Jewel and Aldi at some point tomorrow. But we did stop at Walgreens today and ended up going to get Dairy Queen as well. I woke up this morning, had breakfast, you know, that kind of stuff, but then the Bulls game was actually on really early today. It was actually a noon game, which they were playing in New York, so it was actually 1 o'clock for them, which is still kind of early, like for a Saturday. I don't know, it just like one of the earliest games I think we've had all year. But like normally I'm used to like, oh, baseball's on at noon, you know, on like a weekend or whatever, even a weekday. To have that on for a Bulls game, just like basketball, I felt like was really weird. I think they actually only have one game left and they're out of the playoffs, and so are the Hawks. So really just have the Cubs left, baseball just sort of left going on. So anyways, like I said, that was on this morning. I ended up watching that and edited 2 videos. And then I ended up making my grocery list to go to just for Jewel. And then also looked over sort of at Walgreens. I was like, there's really not that much going on at Walgreens, but I did have a $4 register reward that I earned from last week, and I didn't want to just like use it next week. So I was like, you know what, I'll just try and see if there's something that I could do. There was actually only one deal that I really was looking forward to doing. But the difference was that there was like the deal with the razors, it's still going on. However, I already used my load to card coupons, which look like it's like a month-long deal or whatever, because I don't know what week it is, but the last 2 weeks I did the deal on the razors, and it was one was on the men's like Gillette razor, and then one was on the women's Gillette razor. And so those, though, I used both of those, one last week and then the other the week before that, for like that register award deal. So that was where I got the register award. And so I was like, well, since I don't even have those available anymore, all I'm gonna do is pick up some of the Coke products. So I ended up getting a thing of, or 2 things of Diet Coke and 1 thing of regular Coke. They're on sale for $9.99, and when you buy 3, and like I said, I had that $4 register reward, so I just used it on that and ended up paying $6.99 for those. Or no, wait, $5.99. Yeah, so $6 for those in total, which wasn't that bad, but I didn't get anything back or anything like that. Actually, I got 9 cents back, I think, from the Walgreens, you know, spending cash or whatever. So that's where me and Matthew ended up going later in the afternoon, and we went to go get Dairy Queen. while we watched the fights, and we got the pay-per-view fight as well. Even though my parents aren't here, but like my dad has the ESPN Plus, so we still had to pay for the pay-per-view fight. Where they were going, there's like a casino there and stuff like that, and he was like, we'll probably wind up watching the games anyway. So I was like, okay. He's like, if you guys want to watch it too, you can. So we ended up getting the like I said, the pay-per-view fight, which I'll say the main event that was really good, but I was totally expecting it to last longer, and also totally thought it was gonna end differently than it did. Like the first round, totally different than what I ended up expecting, and I was like, ooh, this is like a good fight, like it seemed really good, and then it totally changed on a dime, and I was like, wow, that like, you know, was crazy. So anyways, back to what I was saying earlier. So I was planning my Jewel list and watching the Bulls game. Then the Cubs game was on right after the Bulls game ended. Like I think it was on at 3 o'clock or something like that. And I was supposed to go until 6 o'clock, but I actually ended up going later. Like they were only in the 7th inning, I think, by 6 o'clock. And because the prelims started at 7, me and Matthew were gonna try and hit up Walgreens real quick and then go to Dairy Queen also. So like I said, that was what the plan was. So I was like, okay, well around 6 o'clock we'll probably go, but the Cubs game was still, like I said, only in like the 7th inning. And that was also really interesting too, because it kept going back and forth, and then I found out at the end, because we were gone at the stores, they ended up losing. So that stunk. But like I was saying, I ended up watching that and was making my Jewel list still, and then edited another 2 vlogs. So in total I ended up editing 4 vlogs, got my Jewel list done. I actually did laundry and I washed all the dishes, because yesterday when my parents ended up leaving, there were like 2 bowls in a china shop. There was stuff, the kitchen table was a complete mess. My mom had left like half the stuff that she was planned on not taking with her, but originally had planned on or was using to like get ready. Like she had nail polish on the table and books and like things, and her purse, because she's like, I just want to bring my little purse, I don't want to bring my big. So she left her big purse just sitting on the kitchen table. There was like the whole entire table was filled with stuff. You guys see now, the only stuff that's on here is just the pops that we just came back from the store with earlier and didn't put in the closet yet. But also too, the counters were filled with all kinds of stuff. Like my mom got coffee on maybe Friday. It's still sitting on the counter. I was like, this isn't even good anymore, and I don't know if I should dump it, but I don't know who wants to drink cold coffee that's like 3 days old by the time she finally gets back. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna wind up dumping that and throwing that away. I did dishes. I also cooked dinner for Matthew and Jack, because I was like, well, if we're gonna go and get ice cream, then maybe we don't get dinner, since we got Chipotle yesterday. I ended up having my leftover Chipotle because I only ended up eating like half of it. So I just made macaroni and cheese for Matthew and Jack, so that's why there's a pot soaking in the sink right now. But everything else is all the clean dishes. I just have to load this up in the dishwasher. But I had already ran a load today, so like I got dishes done, laundry done, edited 4 vlogs, uploaded 2 that I had already edited, I think yesterday. Got my Jewel list done. Like I got so much singing stuff done. I was like, honestly, it's like my parents are gone, and all of a sudden I'm the most productive that I have been in like, I don't know, weeks or something like that. So then in the afternoon, like I said, me and Matthew, by after 6 o'clock, or right around 6 o'clock, we ended up running to Walgreens, picked up, like I said, just this stuff, then ended up going to Dairy Queen, got ourselves blizzards, and ended up watching, like I said, the fight, and we also played Minecraft at the same time. So we ended up doing that, and then they were over. I think it honestly ended about 12 o'clock, and then I'm trying to, because I want to make sure that I have all the produce stuff that I'm gonna need to do for Jewel tomorrow. And so me and Matt are gonna go to Jewel tomorrow, at Jewel and Aldi tomorrow, and the Valley Produce and Caputo's on Monday. And then we'll be good. It's just, I sort of pushed everything back because like I knew, like I said, my parents were leaving on Friday. I wanted to make sure everything was like settled. I didn't want to just be like, okay, you guys are leaving and so are me and Matthew, and we're gonna go run out to the stores and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, okay, we'll just do Walgreens today, and then, like I said, do the other stores tomorrow. So, and then also too, I can still do the Saturday sampler, because Saturday sampler I don't think expires until Monday actually, but you have to load it on Saturday. But then it's good, like the coupon's good for 2 days from Jewel. So I'm still gonna be able to get that tomorrow, even though I didn't go on Saturday. but I already had that loaded. So I came up, like I said, with pretty much my whole list for Jewel. Got all that stuff, and like I said, hopefully everything ends up working out well at Jewel tomorrow as well. And then just like I said, a couple other little things that we're probably gonna have to get from Aldi. And then whatever else at Caputo's and Valley Produce. But that's the thing, is that I wanted to try and make that list because I didn't finish that part of it. But I need to know what I'm gonna need to get at Aldi and Jewel produce wise, because I didn't do that, because I normally do all that at the same time when I'm going over all the grocery, you know, lists and deals and stuff like that. So I still have to figure that out. So anyways, long story short, I was super productive today, got a whole ton of stuff done, was still able to totally enjoy myself though as well in the afternoon. I actually didn't wake up that early, but was still able to get a bunch done, which was, like I said, so awesome. I was also so frustrated too, because I was like I said, my parents leave for the weekend and they left like the house in complete disarray. I was like the opposite of like when parents normally leave the house. Normally it's like the kids, they come home and the kids have messed up the house. Like it was the opposite. We cleaned the house because my parents left it like that. Like I said, just stuff all over the place. I was like my dad left stuff sitting out too. Like he had all kinds of coffee cups and stuff, like travel coffee cups from like, it must have been a couple days worth, because he didn't just have them on Friday. It was like, looked like Friday, Thursday, and Wednesday worth of like coffee cups that he had that were still dirty, that needed to, like I said, be cleaned up and everything like that. So I ended up washing all of the dishes on top of that were all sitting on the counter. Like I said, my mom leaving all of her random little things that like she was deciding whether or not she was going to bring with her on the kitchen table. Like I said, there was stuff like everywhere. I'm sure if they would have come home, like, you know, when they come home tomorrow, if it was still in the same state, they'd be like, you guys didn't even bother to clean anything up, like, you know. But that was literally how they ended up leaving it. Like, now the house has been cleaned and nobody has messed anything up in about, you know, the 12 hours now that the whole kitchen has been clean. I just like to note that all my parents aren't home, us kids have managed to keep the house clean. Like, who's the culprit here when it comes to messy kitchen? Anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.